Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we're here for a reading about the person on your mind and your connection to each other. Today's reading is going to focus in on this person's most recent thoughts and feelings about you and your connection. So the last time you were on their mind, what exactly were they thinking about and how were they feeling? Maybe this reading found you after an important call or conversation. Your gut could have also just told you maybe something shifted, or maybe your intuition just led you to believe that this person's been thinking about you a lot lately. I don't know. I just trust that this reading found you when it was meant to, as I do always set the intention that it is timeless and it will find the people it is meant to find. So listen to your gut here, take the messages how they resonate. Leave any behind that do not. So what was this person thinking about? That first card up was the Six of Pentacles. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, I'm getting a message so far. I think you have been giving a lot more in this connection than your person has, and they are fully aware of that, just so you know. We'll get into the bulk of the message momentarily here. They were thinking about it though. They were thinking about how loyal you are to them, how devoted you are to them, how much you have been generous with this person, with your time, your money, your energy, your love, your resources, whatever it is. You've been so generous with them, and they've been over here dragging their feet or taking their time or not giving anything back to you. You have been giving much more than they have. Thank you, Wally. Wally is like, cut that out, man. I don't know. We also have the King of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. They want to change it though. See the symbolism there with the butterfly coming out? Back of the deck is now the Ten of Pentacles, okay? So the last time you were on this person's mind, I think that they were feeling a little bit guilty, okay? A little bit guilty because they were thinking about all the times you showed up for them. All of the times you were there for them, you gave to them, you were generous. 222 on the timer when I looked up, you guys. They really feel like you are so loyal, you are so devoted, you're so kind, you're generous with everything, your time, your emotions, your energy, your patience, your understanding, your acceptance. And they just were thinking about how they feel like they've fallen short and they need to give more to you, basically. I'm gonna pull on their intentions in a minute here. But I do suspect that they plan on changing something around here with you, given that we have this card out here. In this deck, I read it a little differently than the traditional Two of Pentacles. A, because the guidebook notes it, and B, because of the strong symbolism here with the butterfly. They really feel like it's time for a change, or they need to shape up or ship out. That's basically the energy. They feel like they need to shape up or you're gonna ship out. Maybe you have been bled dry, or you just feel like your patience has been pushed a little bit too far, or your person is afraid it's going to get to that point. So let's see what their intentions are. That came out so quick, you guys. We have the Fool. That came out like lightning speed. This person is quite sure. I think that they are making a plan of what to do to change. Yeah, we have the Emperor too. I love that combo. The Fool and the Emperor. They know it's time for a change, and they're planning on actually stepping up and making that change, okay? Now, because I care about you, my lovely collective, and you who is watching right now on the other side of the screen, just because the tarot reading says something might happen doesn't mean that you should undermine your own intuition or logic here, okay? Make sure that this person's actions match up with their words. If they come in and give you all this promise of change and tell you all these wonderful things they're going to do, but then they don't actually follow through with those actions, it's really important that you don't dismiss that red flag. I've been thinking about getting some like mini red and green flags, by the way, just to like wave around in my readings. Let me know what you think about that down below in the comments. I think it would be kind of fun. But just don't dismiss the red flags, please. I think this person does really actually intend on having a fresh start here and trying something new with you. They really do, they really do plan on stepping up, okay? Maybe this person's just gone through a rough patch. I don't want to throw them under the bus. I mean, I don't know what they've been through in their life. Maybe they have gone through a really rough period and it was somewhat out of their control. Like they could have lost their job. Maybe that's part of what the generosity is here. Maybe this person lost their job and you've been picking up some extra slack financially. Maybe they've just been down in the dumps or they went through a loss and so they just haven't had it in their energy to get out of bed in the morning. Whatever it is, I don't know. All I'm saying is they seem to realize that it's time to make a change now, though, because they don't want to lose the connection. They want to move things forward with you. For some of you out there, it might literally involve moving or traveling, particularly if this is long distance or you don't live with this person, or, you know, if it is a job loss, maybe they are going to look for a job somewhere else that will require them to move to a new place where the opportunities are better. Whatever it is, this person knows what time it is. They know it's time to make this change and they're about ready to get their butt up and make that action happen, okay? The Emperor means business. The Emperor does not play games. Also represents divine masculine energy. So it's this person initiating. It's them taking charge. It's them getting their act together and really showing up and not just being in this receiving energy where you're pulling all the weight and you're doing all the work. You know, whether that's financially, emotionally, whatever it is, okay? This person knows that it's time for them to step up and start pulling some more weight here in this connection in the ways that you really need them to, okay? So I'm seeing that coming through, and honestly, that's quite promising. I'm happy for you, and I kind of knew that was going to come up because they were thinking about a change. You know, the last time this person thought about you, they were just really feeling a little guilty, but also feeling like something's got to give, something's going to change. And so they're actually planning on getting the ball rolling there, not just sitting by and, you know, letting things fall apart. So I love to see it. I am going to get ready to wrap your reading up now with a couple messages just for you. I do this to help you reset that focus and energy back on yourself again. So, I invite you to grab a glass of water, take a couple deep breaths, pause the video if you need a moment to call your energy back to you again, okay? And if you're still here, if you're watching and you haven't liked the video yet or hit that subscribe button, we would love to have you join us. Drop a panda emoji down below to let me know you are here. If there is one, and I feel like there should be. If there's not, I will be highly surprised. A panda emoji. I feel like I've seen one before. But anyway, we have the panda with boundaries. Your space is sacred. Guests who overstay their welcome impact your aura, and you have every right to stand your ground. Your needs are important. You must nurture your soul with the same gentle love and support you offer others. I feel like this is definitely your message because you are so giving, you are so generous. Maybe you opened up your home to this person, or it could just be more metaphorical of you've let this person's energy take priority over your own for far too long, and it's time for you to set those boundaries. It is such a beautiful thing to be a generous, loving, giving person, but if you're giving at the detriment of yourself, or if you're never receiving anything in return, it's not really fair now, is it? And it's an act of like anti-self-love when you allow that behavior consistently. So set those boundaries, love yourself, and make you a priority, okay? And then we also have your affirmation of the day. I'm going to read it and then hold it up for you to affirm with me. You can do that by reading it, commenting it, or writing it down. I am doing my best, and that is enough. We can only grow by accepting our current limitations. Time will bring new skills, but also new limitations, and each time we will do our best with what we have. You know, I've found in my own life that there have been things I thought I could never overcome, but when I was actually put in that situation and given no choice, I somehow found the strength to do it and overcome it. And I feel like sometimes people are afraid to take leaps of faith because they're scared, because they don't know what's going to happen. But the human mind, the human body, the human heart is so resilient that when we are put in those difficult situations, something kind of just overcomes you sometimes, and you find a way to handle it and manage it and adapt to things in ways you never thought you could before. And you emerge on the other side a stronger version of yourself. So I hope that this reading resonated with you. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day or night, and I would really love to see you for a future reading. Bye for now.